Morning greetings, dear students. Welcome to e-learning class 9 English session 3. In the previous class, you studied the river poem. In that, the poet compares the flow of the river with different stages of human life. I hope you would have understood the poem and completed your notes. Today you are going to see another beautiful topic from supplementary. Little Cyclone, the story of a grizzly cub, written by W.T. Hornaday. Let us see about the author. William Temple Hornaday was an American zoologist, conservationist, taxidermist, and author. He served as the first director of the New York Zoological Park, known today as Bronx Zoo. He was a pioneer in the earlier wildlife conservation movement in the United States. Before we proceed to our today's topic, let us have a small warm-up session. Do animals feel happy or sad in the zoo? The animals suffer in the zoos. They get depressed, psychologically disturbed, frustrated, they harm each other, become ill, go hungry, and are forced to endure extreme and unnatural temperatures. Why animals are being protected in the zoos? Zoos ensure the survival of threatened and endangered species. From the topic and from the warm-up question, you would have understood the content of today's topic. Let us begin the lesson. The story about a young bear cub that bravely fended off a possible attack from much bigger and ferocious animals in a cage. Willpower and self-confidence triumph over brute strength. From this lesson, you will understand how this young bear protected himself from the attack of animals in the cage. Often we find little kids who like their teddy so much that they are always hugging it. They even have the teddy with them while they sleep. Generally, the teddies are furry and stuffed, so they are warm and the kids like them very much. The teddies look cute and kids feel comfortable with them. They love them as a friend or a siblings of theirs. They dress the teddies, give food to them, and hold them to their bosom all the time. And sometimes we see little kids cry if we try to separate them from their mothers. Even mothers react in the same way. They don't want to get parted with their children, whatever be the situation. Do you know how animals behave when they are isolated from their families? Here the story is about a young grizzly bear. The bear proved himself strong by not allowing bigger bears to dominate it. The young bear is called Little Cyclone. This bear got its name after it did not permit anyone to ill-treat it. This bear is from Alaska. The mother of this bear got killed during a firing near the Chilkat River. He and his brother ran as fast as they could on their stumpy little legs. When they came back to look at the same place where they saw their mother last, they thought that she was sleeping. They cuddled and hugged her and slept next to the dead mother bear till the next morning. The mountains where they slept was still dark just before dawn when the sun was not on the other side of the peak. At this time, some humans came and woke the bear and his brother. They bit and scratched and made noises with anger. One of them fought so much that the human beings who wanted to capture him got nervous and freed him. That one bear is still in Chilkoot. The other cub also fought as much as his brother, but the human beings who captured him took him by the hind legs and dragged him and swung him. The humans did all this to keep the cub in cage so that he wouldn't fight. The humans brought the rope and tied him and collared him and chained the bear cub. They kept the bear cub in the rear of the saloon in Porcupine City. The two-legged animals, also known as humans, who were less intelligent and rude, poked the little grizzly with a long pole, often violently, to see him fight for his freedom. Just on time, some good Samaritans of the society's field agent rescued little Cyclone from those cruel people. They put him in an enormous, comfortable box and shipped him to New York. Little Cyclone was a very playful and funny looking bear. In the moonlight, the little bear's two big black eyes looked like beads among the fluffy hair. Cyclone's nose was fat but was very small for a bear face. The bear had high shoulders and Cyclone looked like a bunch of grey fur bundled on four legs. And both of Cyclone's legs looked similar, but his claws were intimidating and made him the accurate grizzly bear that he was. The New York Zoological Park gave the bear a big yard with a tree so that he could climb the tree whenever he wanted. Little Cyclone also had a swimming pool, 3 dens to sleep in, and a rock cliff. It had just 6 to 8 cubs. The celebrating crowd at the zoo were testing the bear's courage and temper. Generally, any new corner in the zoo will be scared at first and feeble and timid during the next few days. But grizzly bears are not like that. They are full of courage and are not scared of anything. When they opened Little Cyclone's box in the nursery, he walked as if he was walking on a stage and was calm. He acted as if he was declaring that Cyclone is a grizzly from Alaska and that he was there to stay. If anyone thinks that there is anything to take from him, they can come and take it. Another soft-natured bear cub from Europe named Little Caesar went near Little Cyclone and tried to aim a blow at his left ear. But Cyclone reacted immediately and stuck his right paw on the side of Caesar's head. Caesar ran away from the Cyclone as he was surprised by Cyclone's reaction. Next, a black bear cub, twice the size of the Cyclone, went near him. He faced the same response from the Cyclone, who was a furry, and the black bear cub went off and climbed the cliff. Cyclone made sure he reacted in the same way. When the other opponent attacked really or not, by the next hour, every bear in the nursery understood that the newcomer with a broad head and short nose should not be provoked. Otherwise, they will get it hard, and that within the 3 seconds noise. The Cyclone could fight with any of the bears in the nursery. So, finally, Cyclone's position became firm in the nursery. His fellow bears always treated him with respect. Cyclone was a good bear, a bear that never went for a fight. Let us see moral of this lesson. Kids should not be separated from their parents, whether it is animal or human being. We should treat the younger ones humble and gentle. Our behavior is the result of opposite person's behavior. If we behave well, others also behave to us in the same manner. Dear students, kindly complete these supplementary notes in your class note. Thank you.